Hey guys, it's Monday, December 28th. The time is 2 p.m. and the temperature right now is 3 degrees Celsius. I'm currently driving west on Roselawn Avenue. And in this one, I'll be heading north up to Highway 401, and then I'll drive west over to Highway 427, and then I'll finish up on Brown's Line. I'm actually making my way over to record a driving video that starts on the west end of the Gardner Expressway and heads into downtown. So I thought, since I'm driving over there to begin with, why not record this drive as well? This here is Avenue Road, which I'll be taking north up to Highway 401. And it has started to snow lately. I only have this car until tomorrow, so I thought, why not try to squeeze a few more videos out of it before I have to take it back. And I'm thinking of doing another driving live stream tonight. I don't think it's going to snow or rain too bad. And if you saw my live stream where I recorded or streamed my trip up to Niagara Falls, this is the route I took to get onto the highway. However, I'll be turning south on Highway 427 this time instead of continuing on westwards. A lot of people have been asking what kind of car this is in the comments. This is I think it's a 2020 Hyundai Accent. It is the hatchback. I don't really have any complaints at all with this little thing. It's easy to drive and rather good on gasoline. This is Lawrence Avenue West. So this video will probably end up on the Stumbles channel. It's actually been a few days since I've recorded a walking video. The last one would have been on Christmas Day. And I also live streamed after that, so I've been giving my feet a nice rest since then. I'll hit the pavement and start walking around again tomorrow, possibly later tonight. It's been a while since I've done a late night stream. So they call this part of town Upper Avenue. And I don't really know how long it'll take to get down to Brown's Line. It shouldn't be more than 30 minutes or so, depending on traffic. If traffic's light on the highway, it should actually go by rather quickly. And there's the 61 Avenue bus. I think that one starts down at Eglinton Station. Although I'm not sure where the end point for this bus route is. Couldn't really see it on the sign. So this here is Wilson Avenue. So you could turn right here and head over to York Mills subway station, which is at York Mills and Yonge, and to the left you'll find Wilson subway station. But we're going to head straight and once again hop on Highway 401. Yesterday I drove up Yonge Street and jumped on the 401 and headed east over to the Don Valley Parkway, and today we're going west on the 401. Hopefully traffic's nice and clear. And here is the on-ramp to the 401 westbound. Traffic looks pretty good on the highway, so we should be moving pretty quick and at the 427 in no time. That was a Ontario Provincial Police car that just passed me, otherwise known as the OPP. They patrol the 400 series highways in Ontario, and I think in smaller towns that aren't big enough to have their own municipal police force, they handle local policing duties in those areas as well. But what they do not do is cover the Gardner Expressway, which is where I'm heading. That is handled by Toronto's police force. And last time when I drove to Niagara, I stayed in the collector's lanes. So this time let's hop onto the express lanes. If you're wondering, I'm going 110 miles per hour. Miles per hour. That would be pretty fast, 110 kilometers per hour. And just on the left is Yorkdale Mall. Although this truck would be blocking any chance you would have of seeing it. In 3 kilometers will be an on-ramp to get to Highway 400, and you could take that up to Canada's Wonderland, a place I've sorely missed this year. They weren't allowed to open. I know Cedar Fair, the parent company, had worked hard to get the park ready to open, and they had a lot of safety protocols in place, but the province wouldn't let them do it. They did get to open, I think, all of their parks in the US this year at least. I'm kind of a sucker for big roller coasters, and since Cedar Fair took over Wonderland, we've got quite a few decent ones now. Prior to Cedar Fair, there was a very large collection of mediocre to not great roller coasters. But they've added Behemoth, Leviathan, and Yukon Striker, which are all pretty dang good. And this is also the way you would take to Pearson International Airport. I've mentioned it before, but this is the busiest freeway in North America. They did build a relief highway of sorts that runs to the north of it, the 407, but that's a privately owned toll highway. So it really sort of caters to the haves and not so much the rest of us. It's always good when, oh, there's a nice lane change. Double lane change, no indicating. Is he going to go for the triple? Go to that right lane. As I was saying, it's always good when they build a highway with public money that not everyone can use, and then they sell it to a foreign entity. It's owned by a Spanish consortium. And once upon a time, somewhere in here on the left, was an old Labatt brewery. That was always one of the highlights for me as a kid, coming down the 401, seeing the big Labatt brewery. And just down the 401 on the right side is a large Molson brewery. So it looks like the 427 South will be coming up in about 4 kilometers. That's kind of one of the reasons why I'm just hanging over here to the right. If I move left, I'm just going to have to come back over to this side anyway. That Nissan on the right seems to be following awfully close to that Toyota in front of it. So just up here should be a sign to hop onto the 427 South in 1 kilometer. I'm not sure if this lane will get me there or not. If not this one, then the one just on my right should. I'm not super familiar with this as I don't drive all the time. Okay, it looks like the 3 rightmost lanes will be merging onto the 427. So this is pretty much the western edge of the city of Toronto. Just to the west of here is the region of Peel, with the city of Mississauga on the south and the city of Brampton to the north. And there's that Molson Brewery just ahead on the right. And just behind that is pretty much where you'll find Pearson Airport. No idea if the windshield looks clean or not on the camera. Hopefully that didn't make it worse. So this is one way you could take to Niagara Falls. When you get all the way to the south of the 427, you can hop on the Queen Elizabeth Expressway and take that west. But what I did last time was I took the 403, which cut through the Mississauga city center. And we're in the former city of Etibocoke, which merged into the megacity of Toronto, I think back in 1999. And actually, my first ever office job was just down the street here, just off of the East Mall. So I'll be looking for a sign that says Brown's Line. That'll pretty much be a southern continuation of this road, if I'm not mistaken. Traveled, self-isolate for 14 days. Traveled to where? All right, now the snow has picked up a bit, and it looks like to get to Brown's Line, I want to be on the right here. There's the building I used to work at on the left side there. Doesn't look like it even has any tenants in it. Now the windshield's getting pelted a little bit. Let's see if I can follow the signs. It looks like I want to stay on the left here. Gardner Expressway, Evans Avenue, and Brown's Line. Stay left. There's actually a farm boy on Brown's Line, and that's where I will park, providing I don't screw this up somehow. And just on the right here is Sherway Gardens. So it looks like I'm in the right lane. So I will just stay put. I have not been in this area in a very long time. I did a cycling video that went by to the south of here along Murray Curtis Park in Long Branch, but I haven't actually been on Brown's Line for as long as I can remember. Let's see if we get an advanced screen here. And here we are. I hope you enjoyed this drive down, or rather along Highway 401 and then down the 427 to beautiful Etibocoke. I'll be shutting off the camera and shortly starting another video that takes me eastbound along the Gardner and through downtown. Then I think I'll drive north up Yonge and then find my way over to Mount Pleasant Road. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you on the next one.